Good evening. We begin tonight with distressing news from the BITS Pilani campus in Goa, where another student has tragically died in a suspected suicide. This marks the sixth such death in recent years.
Dainik Gomantak TV is reporting that the student was a 20-year-old woman from Bengaluru studying engineering. She was found in her hostel room. While an investigation is underway, it is being treated as a suspected suicide.
And this is part of a deeply concerning pattern. This is now the sixth student death reported as a suspected suicide at the campus since just December of 2024. It points to an ongoing crisis, an issue that has even been raised in the state assembly.
Now, turning to state politics, DD News on-air reports that the BJP is already sounding the poll bugle for the 2027 assembly elections, and they've set a very ambitious target for their party workers.
So, what's the goal? A massive 50% vote share. And that's not an overall target. The party's national president wants workers to secure that 50% in every single polling booth. The party is pointing to the double-engine government and a rise in per capita income as reasons why this is achievable.
In news about the state's finances, ANI News is reporting a significant injection of funds for Goa. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant has announced that the state is set to receive over 5,570 crore rupees from the latest union budget.
So where's all that money going? Well, the Chief Minister highlighted several key areas. A big focus is on tourism, with plans to develop an iconic tourist city. Funds are also set to boost the blue economy by supporting fisheries, promote local crops like coconut and cashew, and upgrade hospitality institutes.
Meanwhile, on the ground, a citizen-led protest in Chimbel shows no signs of letting up. According to Alert Goans, demonstrators opposing the Unity Mall and Administration Building projects are now in their 36th consecutive day demanding an official resolution.
The protesters are making it clear that informal assurances simply aren't enough. They are demanding a formal, legally binding process. That includes a cabinet resolution to scrap the projects, publishing that decision, releasing the detailed project reports, and ensuring the site is fully restored.
Now let's head over to the Mandovi River near Panji. Some unusual activity there is raising new questions about Goa's casino industry. And Goa 24/7 is reporting that survey boats have been spotted, sparking a whole lot of speculation.
Now, to be clear, nothing is confirmed, but these boats appear to be measuring water depth, and that's led many to believe a huge, new 120-meter casino vessel could be in the works for the river. It's worth remembering that similar proposals have faced pretty fierce local opposition in the past.
And our final story tonight is on road safety. A serious accident at the Kunde-Marsal Junction has reignited public anger. Prudent Media Goa reports that a truck collided with 3 motorcycles and a van, bringing long-standing concerns about delayed infrastructure back into the spotlight.
Frustrated residents are saying enough is enough. They're demanding immediate action. Finish the long overdue service road, ban heavy vehicles from the junction, and post traffic police there permanently. They're also demanding answers about why ambulance services were reportedly delayed.
So, a quick recap of tonight's headlines. The tragic death of a student at BITS Pilani, the BJP setting an ambitious 50% vote share target, major fund allocations from the union budget, and ongoing citizen protests in Chimbel and Kundayam.
Are pushing back against major projects. We're breaking down the union budget and what it really means for Goa. And a new report is sounding the alarm on serious environmental risks from the Mahaday River diversion. So let's dive right into our top local stories, where residents are taking a stand and shaping the future of their own villages. First up, in Kolva, the Gram Sabha has passed a resolution to deny permits for any commercial projects that include swimming pools. Now, this move comes after residents argued that allowing luxury features like pools is just not sustainable when basic water needs aren't even being met. They're saying the water supply is already inadequate in many areas. Okay, let's head over to Pernem now, where residents are actually planning to take legal action against the proposed Formula 4 race at Mopa Airport. They claim the government has ignored their formal complaint, which has left them feeling like they have no other choice but to approach the High Court. And over in Carmona, the Gram Sabha has passed a resolution to prevent any increase in building height, or what's known as the floor area ratio in the village. This is a pretty proactive measure. It's really aimed at preserving the village's character and stopping large-scale construction before it can even start. All right, turning now to national news. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the union budget, and it's a big one, outlining a 53.5 lakh crore plan. So what does this actually mean for your wallet? Well, here's the crucial part. What's going to cost more and what's going to get cheaper in the next fiscal year? You know, the budget really signals a continued focus on long-term growth. We're seeing major investments in infrastructure, technology, and of course, key sectors like agriculture. But how did Goa's leaders react to the national budget? As you might expect, opinions were pretty sharply divided. Chief Minister Pramod Sawant, for his part, praised the budget. He called it bold and people-centric, and he really highlighted the boost to infrastructure and manufacturing. In stark contrast, the opposition called it disappointing and hollow. They argued that it fails to address the needs of ordinary citizens and, well, pretty much ignores Goa. And Goa Forward Party chief Vijay Sardesai was even more direct. He said that Goa wasn't just neglected, it was, in his words, betrayed by the budget. Now to a major environmental issue for the state. A new report is sounding the alarm on the diversion of the Mahaday River. So the central question here is about the potential impact of Karnataka's proposal to divert water over to the Malaprava Basin. This number right here really illustrates the stakes. Think about it. Nearly half of Goa's population relies directly on this river system. The report warns of all sorts of cascading effects, from contaminating drinking water all the way to damaging agriculture and vital wildlife habitats. And finally tonight, we turn to the issues affecting your neighborhoods, as highlighted by concerned citizens right across Goa. First, in Lotalim, residents are calling for an immediate cleanup of these worsening garbage dumps that are just piling up along local roads. This is a significant safety hazard in Mapusa. A rusted transformer just sitting exposed on a busy street. It's prompted calls for some really urgent action. And on the Valpoi Honda Highway, this culvert is not only a structural risk, but it's also been turned into a major garbage dump. So, to quickly recap our top stories tonight, we're seeing communities actively shaping local development. The union budget is drawing both praise and criticism, and serious environmental and civic issues are demanding attention. And that's all for tonight. To stay informed and stay engaged, thank you for watching Goa News Daily.